Morning, Meridian. Welcome to Business Buzz, sponsored by TDS Fiber. Happy holidays this week. I hope everyone's going to be able to enjoy Thanksgiving with friends and family. And today, though, we're joined here on Business Buzz with Will Green with Thryv. Welcome, Will. How are you doing today?
Great, great. How are you?
I'm good, good, good. Getting ready to, have to loosen that belt this week and stuffing. So.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. Yeah. Time for the elastic pants.
Yes, yes. Hey, Will, Thrive. Tell us a little bit about Thrive and how you and Thrive can help small businesses.
Yeah. We basically just help businesses discover that hidden superpower of managing their existing customers, right? And so, um, you know, staying in contact with your customers, your past, present, and prospective customers is super important. And a lot of times, businesses these days are kind of sold on the fact of going out and trying to track down that almighty new customer, right? So it's all about lead generation and trying to get more new customers and all that stuff. And what ends up happening is, a lot of times we miss out on the potential that we have to just leverage our existing database of customers and contacts and centers of influence.
Yeah, absolutely. I know, there's a lot of discussion out there about cost of acquisition of customers versus, the what it costs to maintain a customer, and losing customers is a tough deal. So, tell us a little bit about, the services and things that your software or you do with small businesses and the approach that you take.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that we kind of focus on is developing the relationship with the customer, or helping the business owner develop relationships with the customers. And the reason that is because if you have a relationship with a customers versus like a company like a big chain like Amazon, or like or something like that out there, or like Domino's, for instance, right? Like um, you you're more of a transaction as versus like a relationship, right? And so what we try to do is we try to help these independent business owners connect with their customers in a meaningful way, and oftentimes realize an ROI on that, because of the fact that they're not spending so much money trying to go out and acquire that new customer.
So, Will, you mentioned independent businesses. Is that something you focus on, and why?
Yeah, I love working in the independent business community, primarily because of the fact that that's our ICP, right? That's our ideal customer profile. So anybody from like 1 to 20, employees. That's really where our focus is. So we're really bringing enterprise level tools to those independent business owners that are out there.
So, working with so many independent businesses, what do you see as some of the challenges or issues that they're facing today that you may be able to help them with?
Yeah, so there's a lot of business owners, they're just running a tight ship, right? And so typically they're dealing with profit margins that aren't that great. And so in order to stay competitive, they have to be lean. And so everything from like labor shortages and inability to hire the right people because of wages and stuff like that, all the way up to just kind of ideas on like how they can maybe stand out in the community, like the fifth window washer that's out there or something like that. So what I do is I take a very holistic approach. I'll sit down with them and really dig into their business and help them to kind of realize where where things need to happen and stuff like that. And then if I can handle it through Thrive, I will. But if I can't, then I'm going to hook them up with somebody that can help them out in the community.
Yeah. Will, when we were talking earlier, you mentioned a term that I really liked about how you approach things. You mentioned the customer journey and helping them approach it that way. Can you maybe expand on that just a little bit?
Yeah. So basically, it's about taking about taking that business owner hat off for just a second, because we're so focused on running our businesses, and I've owned two and sold two businesses here in the Valley myself. And so it's helpful to understand your customers and kind of find out what their experience is as far as like how they're finding you, how they make a decision to use you, how easy it is to pay you, how easy, what's the relationship while we're working with each other, what's the service like, and understanding, just how you go from, just a transactional customer to like a customer advocate, like somebody who's really excited to tell other people about your business. And so we help to bridge that gap.
So, Will, you've talked about independent businesses, small businesses. Are there any business sectors that is a natural fit for Thryv, your platform, and your services?
Gosh, we run the gamut. So we do have a lot of different types of businesses that we work with. We really shine, however, with like home service businesses, veterinarians, appointment based type of businesses as well. But we have something pretty much for everybody. So
Yeah. So you talked earlier a little bit about some strategic partnerships. Tell me about those and why it's important that you work with others.
yeah. So one of the things I do is I try to link up my customers with other customers that might be good referral basis for them. So I'll sometimes I'll formulate teams to help kind of attack a particular vertical. Like if somebody's trying to be successful in a particular type of endeavor. So I will help my customers in that way, and that's outside of Thrive. So that's one of the things that kind of sets us apart, is that we're boots on the ground, so we're active in the community, and because of that, we have the ability to kind of connect the dots that way as well.
Will, how can someone find out more about Thrive and you in particular?
Yeah. So just feel free to connect with me on social media. I'm super friendly, and it's all coffee, right? Until there's an alignment, and then of course that's when the real work begins. But yeah, that's pretty much the easiest way to get a hold of me. Yeah.
I think we've got a website with way they can catch you here. So
Yeah.
be sure and visit that website and find out more about Thrive and Will Green and the services that he provides. So, Will, thank you so much for joining us today on Business Buzz.
Thank you, Sean. I really appreciate all that the chamber does. You guys are doing amazing work out there, and I'm just happy to be a part of the chamber. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Hope to see you at some things coming up. Speaking of things coming up, we've got a couple things. Let's see here. Next week, after you enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday, be sure and come out to our First Friday event on Friday, December 2nd. This event's going to be at Radiant Waxing. Not responsible for anything that you get waxed at this event, but come out and enjoy some coffee and some networking at our First Friday event in December. And then December 6th, be sure and join us for our annual holiday luncheon sponsored by CapEd. It's always one of our best luncheons of the year. It's going to be 11:30 to 1 on December 6th. Tickets are available now. Get those tickets. We've got great carolers coming in to sing the songs of the season, and there'll be great prizes for everyone that attends. So until then, Meridian, enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday with your friends and family, and have a great weekend. Thank you.